Hey peeps, it's Andercon. On to the stream, I suppose. Where we last left off in this Minecraft world, we're trying out a different kind of world here. This is the sky world, or it's probably got some other specific name in the settings. It's generating a special kind of world seed. And I need my... there we go. Where there's gigantic holes all over the place, if you hadn't seen that before. And it's a recent addition to 1.16. You can also generate yourself a cave world too. We might try that out sometime. So anyway, this is the second stream for that. And what I'm going to try to do, I guess, if I happen to find the stuff for, if I manage to get apples somehow, either through chests or if I manage to get a hold of a tree that can produce apples, I'm going to see about making some villagers out of some zombie villagers. But in my personal opinion, that might not even be possible. So what we're going to do instead, at least for now, is I'm going to work on trying to beat Minecraft in this mode, for now. It's still going to be a bit of a tall order. I can't trade for anything, for instance. So what I was doing before is I need some lava. We're going to go out and see if I can find the rest of the lava. I destroyed my land bridge over here. Just dirt. But also in the background, we're listening to music by Remixedcat. My wife, she's a musician, and her stuff's really good. This is from her second album, which is called Cosmic Party. And we're just going to go ahead and listen to the whole thing. Right now it's playing Where the Cats Go to Play. First song. So it'll be in the background and all that. So I got 4 pieces of lava. I need to find 10 total. Really, finding the lava isn't the hard part. Getting the lava is the hard part. Of course, I could get really lucky and find a surface lava pool. So anyway, other things that's going on right now, or at least today, I started a new series. I started playing Oxygen Not Included, and I'm playing the DLC. The DLC is called Spaced Out, and so far it was pretty fun. I recorded 4 episodes. I'm just going to throw those out once a day for now until I run out, and I'm probably going to be recording those every week or so. Well, actually, I'm probably going to be recording episodes 2 days a week, and like in batches and such. So I might be able to keep a video up on the YouTube channel every day for a while. And hopefully this doesn't kill me. Oh, it was getting close. Once again, I threw one on the ground. Armor seems to be in decent shape. So anyway, if you hadn't seen it before, go and check out my Oxygen Not Included gameplay. It's definitely a different kind of game than this. It's a sort of game... Whoa! It's a game where you go and spawn in on a planet, kind of like in the planet. And you got to make a colony and survive, and you got to make your own air and stuff like that a lot of the times, and try to use the resources around you with all of your, well, they call them duplicants, but all your people. Get more people to work on your colony and all that, and eventually try to get into outer space. Now this particular DLC, they went and added so you can actually go land on the other planets nearby, and you can have more than one colony going at the same time. That's pretty cool. So this is War Weary version 2, V2. I suppose I may actually turn the volume up a little. Oh, that's not the volume. There we go. Hey, Erland Solarod. Hey, welcome back. I think I saw you the other day. Man, my tongue got all twisted on that. I do apologize. That's probably pretty par for the course for me. Yep, I'm a typical American. Do apologize. I tend to butcher names. I should probably make it so I can actually read chat. That would be good. Let's do that. There we go. I should be able to see chat that way. So I managed to find some lava over here, and I got it already, but I need to see if I can get way over there to some of these other lava sources. They shouldn't be too hard to get to, hopefully. Other things going on. Went to the grocery store today. Everybody's wearing a mask. It was kind of surreal in a way. But I did go at a time where it was unusually busy, which I have not done in a long time. I don't usually see that many people there. At least not this year. It was crowded. Cooking up some beans for tomorrow. Actually, I got lately I've been like soaking beans overnight or during the day, and then making a crock pot full of beans like once or twice a week. Hey, some cows. And it's actually a pretty cheap meal. Of course, I throw some other things in it. This time we're gonna have it with beef stock and some sausage, kielbasa sausage. And I'm gonna have mixed vegetables in it, and I'm probably gonna throw in either carrots, or carrots go with it really well. Italian style green beans, that works with it really well too. Just let that cook in the crock pot with a little bit of spices, bay leaf and garlic. And I think I got actually minced garlic to throw in there. Cook that for about 8+ hours. It's better if you let it cook for like 12. And that's going to be a pretty nice meal tomorrow. Other things I did this week. Today's Wednesday right now. Oh, I overshot it. I was working on my programming stuff for the game I'm making, Astro Disaster. And I was specifically learning how to use Git, which is a version control system. I did not know what I was doing at first, but fortunately there's guides for that, so I put together a full version history of all the versions I've made in the past. That way if I throw it on GitHub later, people can look through it. I probably won't do that right away, if at all, but we'll see. Maybe later I'll want to use the project as a way to get a job, which is plenty good. I'd like to get a programming job sometime, but for now I'm just working on my own projects, and hopefully I can make a game good enough to where it can actually be sold. It might take me a bit to get there. I'm very close to this lava. Oh, excellent. It tried to reach out and touch me. I don't really want that kind of touch. There's a little bit more lava down in there I could possibly get to. Let me see. It's not going to be the safest thing in the world, that's for sure. I'm going to have to make a shovel or a spoon before I go do that. Stone spoon's good enough for now. suppose that will work. And I'm in good shape. Okay, I'll take this with me. Alright, sure. I already have a Shooty McShootface customer here. Let me see if I can get down here with without getting murdered. Fortunately, I have plenty of armor. I'm glad my wife made all these tracks. These are actually pretty nice background music. Plus, I get to use them as much as I want. Woo! I did a bit of YouTube channel maintenance today. I went and looked through a bunch of my old videos and remonetized stuff. I'd actually lost monetization, mostly due to severe inactivity. So I had to go put it all back. And not that I expect to make a bunch of money, but it'd be nice to where if I could make a little bit of extra funds. Oh, somehow I pissed that guy off, and I think he just might have killed himself there. Oh, crap. There we go. It's been a long time since I did YouTube, so I went and looked through all the monetization rules and stuff like that, and they did change some things over the years. Like, no cussing much within the first, what did it say, 20 seconds or something? I knew of it for a while, but that's still new, but it should be kind of irrelevant. I don't cuss much. Unless something really scares me. Like, if a creeper pops out of nowhere and explodes, like, right in my face, you might happen to hear me say some words. Probably one of the funniest times, actually, that happened. I wasn't even recording. I was preparing for an episode a long time ago, and CCR and Ace were with me, and they were on the server playing as well, and they were off doing their own thing. They were having a conversation, and I was sitting there working on bees, like some mod that had bees in it, for like a couple hours, and I was almost ready to record, and then a creeper pops out of nowhere and explodes right in my face. And blew up the beehive and everything else, and I dropped a serious set of F-bombs. I mean, and then CCR and Ace, they'd both stopped talking, and then after I was done dropping my F-bombs, they start giggling and then busting out laughing. Because I don't usually cuss much, and it just took them aback. But you never know when something really surprises me. Some things just fly out on occasion. I'll just try not to be surprised severely in the first minute or so of any recording, and I'll probably be okay. Yeah, this is a very nice song. I like this a lot. Currently, this is Tribe of the Smooth-Headed, and it gets cut off. Smooth-Headed Cats, I think. If you can't tell from the naming scheme, my wife really likes cats. And I do too, so that's fine with me. So currently my wife, Remixedcat, she's got 3 albums made. 2 of them are out. One's on its way. It'll be out next month. That'll be January. I don't have the specific date. Maybe my wife will post that in chat. But she makes music all the time, and it's really, really good. Occasionally I'll help her out, like critique a track and try to improve things. But most of the time I don't have to. I mean, she makes great stuff on her own. Yeah. I'm gonna need another pickaxe. Let's see. But anyway, that's going to work out really well because she's made me some songs for that game I'm making, Astro Disaster. And every now and then she'll make a song and I'll be like, yeah, I want that one. And she'll be like, okay, yeah, you can have that. So I'm going to have some really nice music. Oh, you already got 3 albums out? I could have swore you only had 2. Huh. Oh, that's right. There's a 3rd one out. Okay. You made a lot of music. So this one's just from her 2nd album. She's been putting out an album like, let's see, how often? Not every month, but I mean, at first she was putting out an album every month. Now it's calmed down a little bit, mostly because of that time of year. Alright, we're doing good on the lava. There's 3 lavas, and I got 4 at base, so 7. Yeah, I got 7 lava total, assuming I can get home without dying. Considering the time of day and general wildlife out here, you never know how that's gonna go. Oh. For instance, I could have a creeper blow up underneath my feet in a place with very thin ground, and that'd be it. Or I could just have a skeleton just shoot me off the edge. I'd rather not have that. Oops. There's a creeper. Get out of here. Yeah, I think it's a very good thing I decided to jump into a tree. Well, there's a cow. Home's not far away, but it's just over a chasm. It's currently straight midnight, so I think we'll be okay. I'm just gonna spend a little time chopping some wood over the night. I'm gonna need some wood anyway. So, if I'm gonna go and try to beat this Minecraft world, what I need to do, first off, is get enough lava together to make another portal. Second, I gotta go search through the nether in order to get blaze rods. What else do I need? I'm gonna have to kill enough endermen for at least, and preferably more than this, at least 12 ender pearls. I don't have any on me. I might have one at the base. That's not too big of a deal to do, especially if I manage to find a warp forest in the nether. Let's see. And then we're going to come into the other issue of the unknown. I don't know for certain if this particular world game mode spawned a fortress. What's it called for the to get the nether portal? I'm not 100% certain if they did. It might not even give me a portal. I assume it is, and it will. I suppose if I find a blaze rod and make a just make a Eye of Ender, I can just throw it, and if it goes nowhere, then we know there's no portals. And then we'd just be SOL. Alrighty. Well, Elrond, thanks for stopping by. You can come by anytime. It's good to have you. Let's see. I suppose I can do a little tree hopping. I'll just eat up first. Yeah, that actually worked out better than expected. Creepers are a pain. They could potentially get to me here. Well, I'm going that way. Oh. Oh! Hi. Ouch. Ouch. I'm alive. Vaguely. Well, I suppose. Okay. That was a little bit of odd lag for no reason. Just about daylight, and then we can get out of here with less trouble. It would be really nice to get a hold of a better food source. This one is pretty poor. Go away. Leave me alone. Ugh. I'd spend all my time eating with this food source. It's going to be a while before my chicken stash is able to pay out in any meaningful way. I don't have any way of really turning that into a proper cooked chicken farm because of the lack of redstone. Which generally means I'm not going to be able to make much of any farms, or at least nothing that requires redstone. There could be general auto-killing farms that I could make if I really wanted something, but I don't really need any such thing right now. Ugh, I cannot stay fed, and I keep on putting bushes down everywhere. Alright, where's my exit? Somewhere over here. So, alright, so today's Wednesday. I'm going to be spending most of tomorrow and the next day doing something for my game. It's probably going to be more pixel art. I got more to do. I might have some programming going on. The last feature I added to that game was locks and doors. Pretty much just some puzzle elements and such. It turned out really good, that particular feature set. It took me a while to make it, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think the next thing I'm working on right now is that companion robot. His name is going to be Kingston. I'm going to do with a pixel art for him first, and then program him in later. Did I pick that up? Yeah. Well, not really later, more like after I do the pixel art. I'll be programming him in. He's just gonna sit around the main mothership and dance around, occasionally weld on the mothership, things like that. So I got a bit of animations to do. I did an animation of him being picked up, so he kind of floats or swings around like he's on a rope. Kind of like he's surprised too. I managed to lose home. I'm sure it's over here somewhere. Okay, yeah, I'm really close to home now. Hey, J. Smith. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's been a long time since I uploaded much. Work got in the way, but that's no longer a problem. Alright. So I hope to make videos more regularly now. And maybe I can make something of it. Alright. I have 8 eggs. Not much to do with that yet. 3 lava buckets. I can go ahead and drop all that off. Organize all my BS. plenty of wool. Ah, yes. Oh, nice bit of iron there. A little bit of wheat, not much. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stick the lava down in my holding holes. Six, 7. Alright. I really only need 3 more. I should probably get more torches just so I can light a path through the woods better. But I might also want to just drop blocks here and there. It might be more obvious than torches. Alright, 45 will get me by. I think I'll keep the lead on them. Let's see here. If I was going to drop blocks, it better be cobble. There we go. Give myself a cobble path. Along with a cobble bridge. I kind of looked through this particular ravine well, not yesterday now, but my last stream, so that one should be fine. Or it should be done. I'm kind of blocking my own way with this cobble here. Oh, that's a neat looking sight. Down close by, there's possibly 3 there and a 4th there. If I can get all 3 of those, that'd be great. Of course, me finding my path back might be a pain. Rather dense forest over here. Got loads of shrooms though, if I wanted them. Some lava there. There's a ton of mobs there. I'm gonna guess there's a ravine or something over here I might be able to get into. This might be worth looking into. Maybe. Maybe. Fitting music. Well, I probably need to go inland a little bit more. Might be this way. Anyway, since I came back to YouTube, one thing I've noticed is I gotta learn how to hold a conversation for a while. When I was a kid, I didn't really talk a whole lot. I didn't really learn how to talk to people much till a good bit later in life, like until I was an adult. I mean, I talk to people a little bit, but most of the time, even now, if you go to talk to me, the conversation usually isn't really long. Like, it's almost never will I hold a half-hour conversation with anybody, ever. And I gotta learn how to do that. I've not really done much of that. I'm not entirely sure why I'm like that. It's just the way it's been. The way I've always been. I just tend not to talk a whole lot. Like, I'll talk to you for a few minutes about whatever you feel like. But I tend not to keep the conversation going. I suppose it's just a skill that could be very useful. Some people were born with and some aren't. My parents... well, when I was a kid, I used to talk a lot initially. So much so that one time my dad told me to shut up. And as a little kid, you took him serious. So I shut up, and I stayed shut up and refused to talk, hardly at all, from then on out. And then, like a month later, he was like, "Why don't you talk more?" And I'm like, "Because you told me to shut up." So I stayed shut up, and I didn't talk a whole lot. You never know, if you happen to have kids, if they're gonna really decide to take your advice way too well. And I did. There's lava over here somewhere. I mean, I could see it over here. But how do I get to it? Okay. Yeah, it's not in a great spot. I'll have to figure that one out. Also, I think it's about to be getting a little dark. It feels like it. Maybe it's just because I'm near a dark place. Let there be light. Well, if it's going to get a little dark here, I'm probably going to want... Okay, this might be decent as far as not getting things to spawn. And I might want to go ahead and cover up. Now, one thing I have not tested is how well this microphone can pick up a fart. I'm sure you're like, "Oh, Andercon, why are you bringing this up?" Well, there's a chance that you might have just heard one, but I'm not certain. Let's just say I did open with us talking about bean soup. We've been eating beans a lot. My last day at work, my coworkers, they all brought cans of beans to give to me as a parting gift because I'm known for my gas. Not the best thing to be known for, but you know, things happen. It was rather hilarious, really. So now I've got some ridiculous quantity of beans downstairs, just waiting for me to eat on them. Now, I appreciated it. It was a good it was a good gag gift. That's one thing we often did for anybody that was leaving. Was we'd give them some kind of gag gift or gift in general, just to remember us by. You know, we didn't do it to everybody, but a lot of people. The job I had at security, they had a little bit of turnover, like people would come and go. Not a whole lot, but some. Yeah, they did have a good sense of humor. That was one thing I really liked about them. Of course, there was quite a few things I liked about the crew, people I worked with. I was a supervisor after all, and we worked really well together for quite a long time. I think I can get to that. I don't know if I would have gotten to it without that bit of a cobble or not. Alright, so I've got one piece of lava. I need 2 more. I had 3 in my sights earlier, but I lost sight of them. I have an idea of generally where they are, and they're probably hanging off the bottom end of a landmass, and they would be very difficult to track down. I think I know where I'm at. During the first episode, I came across an area that I thought might be a decent spot for a house, maybe-ish. And it was in this particular location. Because it actually had plenty of ground and stuff everywhere. Wish I had my bed nearby. We're not even at midnight. Well, let's see about a good old suicide run back to the house. things are shooting at me already. Already found a hole in the ground, and already have to run by a creeper. Oh my god. Oh my god. So much crap everywhere. Yeah, there's some lava. I don't think I'm going to be getting into it. There's a hole there. I'm already injured. I also seem to have lost my cobble trail. Oh, there it is. Hi, zombie. Enemy dodging. This is going very poorly very quickly. I'm very tempted to either cobble up or dig in. Not going that way. 2 creepers. Okay, I'm very close by the house. I might be able to make it. Yep, made it. Gonna heal up, sleep up, and cook some more food because I got a hold of 9 hams. Go ahead and steam some hams. That should work out. Get some dinner in me. Speaking of dinner, I actually had some good food today. My wife cooked me lunch. I had this artichoke and bell pepper pasta. Well, we make a particular creamy sauce out of artichokes, bell peppers. Let's see, what else has got it? It's got garlic powder, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, touch of salt, and some Italian seasoning. And you throw that in a blender with your artichokes and your bell peppers. And I just get like a jar of each, throw them in. And then, so that'll make your sauce in the blender. And then we put that on top of usually bow tie noodles, but you can use any type of noodles you want if you wanted to make this. And it doesn't, I don't really think it has a name. I found a recipe for this like 15 years ago. And of course it added extra stuff that I didn't want, like capers and stuff in it. Like, those were gross. Some kind of pretentious dinner, you know, with capers in it. But the version that we ended up making and loving slowly evolved over the years slightly to the version that we use now. And it's easy to make, it's simple, it tastes really good. Other things I had was I made myself some pierogies for dinner. They were very good. I ate a lot of pierogies. I had them with meatballs and the sauce that's I usually use either tikka masala sauce or this Indian simmer sauce. And even though there's something you're probably supposed to cook like in a crock pot with other things, that way it gets more spread out because they're pretty spicy by themselves. I tend to just eat them straight, which is it can be difficult. Well, I like things spicy, but if you don't care for something real spicy, having one of those Indian simmer sauces as if it was a spaghetti sauce, it's a bit tough. Tough on the tongue. I like it that way though. I am just tearing myself up on these. Oh. Alright. How far was this water source? This should work. I need one more block anyway. I'm getting rid of that one. I'm just killing myself on it. How do I make pierogies? Actually, I get a prepackaged box of pierogies from the grocery store, and I prefer the ones that are mashed potatoes and onions. You can get other ones with cheeses and stuff in it, or spinach. Those are good too, but I have kind of specific dietary needs where I can't really have much spinach and I can't really have much cheese. But I just, they're frozen, so I dump them out on a tray and I throw them in the oven at 400 degrees for about a half hour. And that's it. You stick whatever sauce you want on it, and if you want some kind of meat or something with it, you put it with it, and that's it. I tend to make very simple foods, like something easy to make, where I can just throw it in the oven. I cook in the oven more than anything else. Ah! Well, let's see. I think I have one water source block over here. So I'm... Ah! I managed to miss. Alright, let's see if the ham hocks are done. Yeah. Alright, put these to use. There we go. Hey T198, welcome. Just talking about dinner at the moment. My wife does cook, just not all the time. I do most of the cooking. Every now and then I can get her to cook for me. She's really good at it. Well, she doesn't do it a lot, but every time she has cooked, it's been really good. So I try to get her to do it more. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some more lava. I need 2 more pieces. I got 8 now. So I guess we'll go ahead and go back across the way and try to look at the other side of it this way. Get a little food while I'm at it. I'm trying to save the pork chops for when I'm actually injured. That's good. Now, the last time I was recording, I had some, last time I was streaming, occasionally I had a little bit of trouble with my, it wasn't really trouble with the microphone, but it got a little hazy occasionally. I think it's because my, the particular USB port that was plugged into might be going bad or some such thing. So I switched it out with a different port, and honestly nobody's mentioned anything to me yet, so maybe it's fine or something like that. I was thinking about getting a hold of one of those set of additional ports to stick in your computer that uses a PCIe slot. I may actually have one in one of my other computers, but I'm not sure. I'd have to go look. But those are fairly cheap, and I could use an extra 4 USB ports because I'm about out. So T198, you got dinner on? Sounds good. What you got? Ground bison meat? Oh, dang. I love bison meat. I haven't had a chance to have it much, but it's like one of my favorite meats. It's actually something I can get kind of local. At least I had been in the past. When I was a teenager, there was a farmer not too far away from where I grew up that had a whole ton of bison out in the field. And so I got to see him a lot. The only thing is, I think that farmer sold them all. I'm not sure why. Maybe he died of old age. I couldn't tell you. So I don't think that particular farmer is raising bison anymore. But that doesn't mean there aren't more bison being raised in the area. So they do it around here. I'm in West Virginia anyway. So yeah, I can actually go to Kroger here, actually several grocery stores, and just pick up bison, like bison meat. It's expensive most of the time. Now I might be able to actually go to the butcher, a dedicated butcher shop, and maybe they'll have it. That'd be great. Odd. I've been over here then, because of that. I wonder if I'm near my own spawn point. It's possible. There's actually a store I didn't exactly work at in the past, but I used to do jobs at, because at one time I was collecting prices, and the store was called Giant Eagle. Now they had an enormous meat selection. It was kind of ridiculous. Certain times of the year you could get really oddball stuff. They even carried alligator on occasion. Of course, you know, I'm a person that really likes lizards, and not to eat either, so I'd be not wanting to eat that. It's kind of like the same as somebody that really loves cats doesn't want to eat a cat. But it's an example of kind of the weird stuff that you can get. We're nowhere near Florida. Something like that would be much more common in Florida. You could get all kinds of different fish that you couldn't get anywhere else for some reason. Even though we're a long ways away from the ocean, you could get, let's see, what else? I don't think they had snake, but I'm not certain on that one. One time I wanted to order a large bird. What was it called? A specific kind of bird. Cooked goose, or just a goose. But typically, like, those are not offered anywhere. People got away from eating geese a long time ago, because several hundred years ago, I think most geese were considered to be property of the Queen of England. And so the general population of England was basically forbidden to eat them. And then, since this is America and we have a lot of English and British settlers, most of the people that came over here probably just kept that rule going, or they got out of the habit of eating geese. Maybe it was swan. It might have been swans instead of geese. I think you can get geese, and it was swans you can't eat. That's probably about it. Well, we're in good shape for golden apples. I didn't expect it, but I think we're going to be able to pull it off. Well, that's useless. Not kind of. Hey, spare obsidian. Well, that's good. I didn't think we'd find any golden apples, but we did. That's very good. I also found gold. Hold on. This thing is not entirely... This is really only 2 blocks, three blocks away from being a full portal, but it's too far away from home. I can't even mine this with that. Well, I think it's worth cooking up 3 iron just to get a block of gold, and I might be able to trade it for something later. So we're gonna go through the trouble. Just to cook enough for a pickaxe. In the meantime, let me look around. Maybe there's a little bit of lava next to this. Surprisingly not. Ew. Occasionally these will spawn with lava, but not today. Now these potentially can be used for farms, like if you need something to kill your mobs with. Though I'm not sure if I'm going to go through the trouble of making any farms on this map. I might not. But I'll pick some of this up. Very useful for a slime farm, that's for sure. Alright. iron pickaxe. 1 block of gold. I have not found any lava, but I did find 1 piece of obsidian, so I really only need 1 lava source block. And once again, we're running into the same usual issue. Nighttime. I don't know if I can get back on in 1 piece. Alright, I'm in the right path, because I remember this. However, it might be worth my trouble to spend some time in a cave. How did that miss? Oh no, I'm out. Go away. There's more things over there. You're my least favorite enemy, creeper. Well, that's probably common. I don't think hardly anybody really likes creepers. I don't like fighting them. I don't like them exploding. And I really hate it when they sneak up on you and they just explode right in you and then you die. I probably die more from creeper than anything else. So, T100. Does goose taste like chicken? So I haven't had it before. And that's what I'm wondering. Like, it's gigantic chicken, basically. Now, I grew up in the country, and I didn't do much hunting. But every now and then, I did a little bit. So, the 2 things I did hunt, on the rare occasion that I did hunt, which I honestly don't care to these days, is squirrel and rabbit. Now, I remember especially rabbit tasting more like chicken than chicken does. It was like extra strength chicken. It was kind of ridiculous and pretty cool in a way. So my question is, does a goose tastes more like chicken than chicken does? I don't know. Now my stepdad, he said duck tasted basically like greased chicken with lard or something. Just, you know, bite into a tub of lard and you got yourself the same texture as a duck. But, you know, these days I've just about had to go almost vegetarian. I'm kind of in like a reduced meat diet due to cholesterol issues. But that's okay. I honestly wanted to try out general vegetarianism for the hell of it anyway. So I'm okay with it. Though I certainly understand why other people are like completely against the subject matter. And usually people that are vegetarians like to show it in their face. I'm not that kind of guy, so I might occasionally talk about some of the neat recipes I've found, because I like food. And it seems like most of the stuff I eat these days is vegetarian, or even straight vegan, really, because I tend to stay away from any products related to meat because of cholesterol. Interesting. The cave continues. I might go that way in a minute if I find nowhere else to go. I'm gonna have to make torches first. Let's see. Well, I got plenty of coal and charcoal for the subject matter. Some like these where I wish I had a clock. I'm trying to think, what do I need for a clock? I think I need a piece of redstone. So it kind of leaves that out of the question. Because I cannot really tell what time it is right now. It's actually a little surprising to be even able to find a completely forming cave this deep. Glad it's here. Oh. I took the hard way, clearly. Well, epic dodge. What do? Do this. That worked. Mostly. Just one guy left. I could use iron anyway, so this is fine. Hi. Got him. Well, that was the end of that cave, and I can tell it's still nighttime, so that works. Be nice if I could find one last piece of lava I need out here. Then we can go jump in the nether. Alright, so anyway, the next 2 days I was planning on doing programming. I am going to do something, probably record a little bit tomorrow with one of my YouTuber fans, if we can get it all to work. Not entirely sure if we can. If we can't, oh well. We'll figure it out. We were going to do something today, but something came up. Well, nothing more to this hole. Didn't find our last piece of lava. I just need one more, and then we'll be in good shape. And it's got to be kind of close to daytime, at least a little. Oh, yeah, yeah it is, clearly. Alright, that's good news. That way I don't have to fight all the way home. I do... Wow! Ah! Freaking bush! I don't know if I like these bushes much. I get hit by them more than anything. It just looks like grass, and if it doesn't have a berry on it, I just walk right into it. I'm actually quite familiar with what a bramble bush is in real life too. We have them all over the place around here. Not so much like really close to where I am living now, but when I was a kid living out kind of in the woods, they were everywhere. We actually had this one section of land nearby where I grew up. My mom's house was like literally in the woods, and really close to it was an area that got cleared for lumber, I guess. And it wasn't really wide, it was like a 100 feet wide section. And when the wild plants decided to grow back into it, a ton of it was berry bushes. So we'd go over there certain times a year, and we'd pick a whole ton of raspberries and blackberries. And We'd make jam out of it and stuff. We get them by the bucket load. It was so much. And it was good. I like that. Oh, spare chicken. Well, I'm not entirely certain where home is compared to here. I know I need to go that way somewhere. But I'm not entirely sure where. I might run into a landmark I recognize. So far, not much. Okay, now I really feel lost. Ew. I think I somehow way overshot my house. But I'm not entirely sure how that could have happened. Because I was thinking mine was, see the Z coordinate, -829. I think I need to be either at -400 or +400, but I don't remember which. I probably should have written down the coordinates of my house. I know I have them in the first episode somewhere, so if I absolutely had to, I could look back. This is actually a sizable land mass. Maybe I can run into one of my landmarks somewhere. Found lava. Jackpot. Hi there. Extremely easy to die in hole. Don't want that. I also don't want to just chuck my lava right into off the edge when I pick it up, so I'm gonna need one block open or something. Where is my house? Success. Now for the real challenge. Finding home. I think it's this way. But I really thought I'd gotten myself turned around. And it might be more that way. But if I manage to find either a torch sitting around or a regular piece of cobble, I'll find my little my path. I don't know how I got this turned around. Okay. I think I'm nearby. I might have seen this ravine before, but I don't think I've been in that ravine before. Success. Alright, there's my bit of trail. Now, which direction I need to follow it on, I don't know. Frankly, I thought I was facing the other direction. I thought I was facing this way. Or, no, I thought I was facing this way when I was facing this way, going this way. So, I guess I got lucky. I really got turned around in the cave there. Hey, home. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since 9. And And then I got a piece of obsidian right there. And I need to get a water source block, which I'd actually like to get too, but I can make... If I just get one more, I can make more. Which is not a problem. I remember there's a lake right here. So I don't need to worry about it at all. Okay. Now to empty myself out and then see about making another portal over here. Might as well cook up some iron. Save those for later. Probably gonna need this and that. Don't need that, don't need that. I'll keep these on me. Don't need the lead. I suppose I might want the wheat for something. Keep a little bit of that here. That's emptied out good enough. Okay, so I want to do this in such a manner where I don't accidentally obsidianize all my lava. So I need to put it in its own little hole. And I appear to have uncovered something. Okay, so it's 4 wide. I really do hear a bunch of things around. They're probably underground. This is going to be your super slow-mo method of making a portal. Not your speedrunner's portal. And hopefully I won't screw it up horribly. Alright, so I think I just need to put that there, that there. Yeah, that worked. Alright, that's right. I have one piece of obsidian I gotta place too. I'm like, wait, I'm one off. Not quite. Okay, so then we've got that there. Try not to burn myself here. Success. Might as well take that with me. Put that there. This is not needed at all. Well, at least not right now. Let me go ahead and get a water source. I guess that's not even important. I got this lava water source, so I'm just gonna dump that. Carry my buckets with me. Hopefully I won't get my bunions blown off in the nether. Okay, so that's my current cords. Let's see how the nether treats me. Okay, that's promising right off the bat. We're basically at 0-0, but not quite. In standard nether, right next to warped forest, with lava pouring out the ceiling, and the lava all over the place there. So, I'm gonna have to Go searching for a fortress, and who knows where that's going to be at. It could be anywhere. I mean, I've literally spent like hours looking for a fortress before, or I could just trip over one any second. You know, it's hard to say how that's going to go. Also, I don't know if the terrain generation's changed in here. I don't think so. Even though this is a pain, difficult looking, it's still, I think, considered pretty standard for a nether. Hopefully I don't piss everything off getting this. Alright, looks good. I think I'll just go up here. I could use to do some trading with the hoglins. They could give me some useful things. I might even be able to get all the ender pearls out of them. That'd be great. They could potentially also throw me some boots. I don't really know if that's that important, but oh well. There's probably a couple other things I could use. Fire resistance potions would be great, especially when going up against blazes. Or if I felt like jumping in the lava. Well, let me mark my entrance here. Might be one of the world's slowest speedruns. I'm not speedrunning nothing. But I'm trying to win the game. Well, which way to go? That's the question. With no good answer. It's whichever way I feel like going, I guess. Try to go someplace that has a decent vantage point, just in case I happen to find a fortress down there. But mostly I see fog. That's common. I think I'll go down a little bit. I was expecting more of a land bridge between this and that, and there's not. I am not doing this if there's one of these guys nearby. Options. I have none. I think I'll go a different way. Also, the nether isn't going to be this high up in the air either. Definitely giving me difficult terrain today. I did not bring any iron. Ooh. Well, I should probably go home and bring iron. Assuming I can get home. How do I get over here? I'm not as equipped as I'd hoped. Well, I'm gonna go back to the house, pick up probably a half a stack of iron before I come back. Another thing I could use is more food. I mean, I got a lot of berries, but those don't really last. I don't really have any good other food options besides mushroom stew. Alright, some 30 plus 2. Go ahead and turn all this into gold. I don't need the boners. Might want one of these for myself. Never know when you get into some serious trouble. Might have to take a lava dip. Nothing on there. Plenty in there. I'll go ahead and make myself a spare sword and a spare pickaxe. I'm gonna throw that one out. I think that'll work. Looks good. Wibble wobble. I think I'll go ahead and check out this general direction. Maybe I'll get lucky. Probably not, but I will. That's a lot. This kind of forest over here. At least I don't have to worry about creepers spawning. Mostly just a ton of Endermen. So I actually did try the new Nether survival. Basically just go walk into another portal butt-ass naked and try to survive and thrive in there. I actually played for several days and didn't die. I mean, it was a miracle. I was able to find a forest. It took forever. I originally started in like the worst possible biome you could start in. The one with the slimes, the lava slimes jumping all over the place, and like I think it was basalt all over the place. And it has like lava pockets everywhere. I ended up starting there. Of course, you can't live in that, so I went searching for a forest so I can get wood. It took me about an hour to, well, it was about 35-40 minutes to find one. Managed to pull it off. Got found a small crimson forest and went from there. Built a house in it and everything. I didn't really say I thrived, but I was able to do okay. And I found a, I guess it was called a bastion or something nearby, and it had a good bit of loot in it. So that was nice once I found that. This is going to be a nightmare and a half finding anything out here. Also, I think my playlist ended, so it's time to restart it. I have a question. Does this plant? No, it does not. Okay, cannot plant this stuff here. At least I won't accidentally plant it. And walk right into it later. Actually, I like the warp forest better than the crimson forest, just because I don't have to worry about hoglins. Or, you know, as much hostile mobs. The Endermen aren't too bad to deal with. Most of the time. Of course, once you do make one mad, if you're not properly prepared to fight it off or hide, you could be in trouble. Well, this ended significantly differently than I expected it to. I wish I had a saddle so I could just roam around on the lava. If I had a saddle, this would be a lot easier. But I don't think I found a saddle. It could take me quite a while to find another fortress out here. Hey, Bruce Deuce Films. Bruce Deuce Films, that's a pretty cool name. This is the endless quest for another fortress right now. What? You're in the wrong biome. That's supposed to be in the crimson biome. We have a 1 block of crimson biome there. Trying to grow some weeds. Oh, that's a biome I hate. I really hate this biome. Really hate this biome. Go away. This is why. I really don't like these guys. Go away. Don't catch me on fire either. I don't know if they can. Kick them in the butt. Even the small ones hurt you. That's one thing I hate about these guys. And there's so many now. I don't think they can get me. Ah, never mind. That one could. I don't want to be here. I don't like this biome at all. Alright, I don't see any another fortress here, so I'm not going this way. Turning around. This place is a big nope. What the heck? Oh. Sneaky, sneaky. It'd be really nice if I could find like some kind of structure with chests in it. With a saddle in it. That'd really save my butt. And probably make the quest for a fortress way easier. I kinda gotta be careful of my footing in this area. You guys ever watch speedruns of Minecraft? Every now and then I'll watch somebody speedrun Minecraft. I haven't really tried to speed run it myself. Of course, I've beaten it several times, but it's neat to see somebody really skilled. For instance, the current world record is Dream. He is extremely good, and I like to watch him do that. But usually when I watch his stuff, lately, I've really been enjoying the series he plays where he's got all of his friends after him trying to kill him as he tries to beat Minecraft. That's a lot of fun. I suppose that's no different from pillaring up. But yeah, it's a lot of fun watching somebody truly skilled play Minecraft. I don't have that kind of skill. Now I might be decent at building, and I might make some neat looking stuff sometimes. But I don't speed run Minecraft any. I've also been absolutely awful at PvP. Any of the times I've ever played PvP, I was like the worst. Usually the worst that could be found in the entire thing. Like the whole contest. Occasionally I'd get on one of those servers where it was like the Hunger Games. And you were basically playing the Hunger Games, but in Minecraft. One time, I actually made it clear to the end. I lost. I was second, but it was mostly because I had the tree skin and it was completely without any extra, clothes on it. I just looked like a tree, and I was able to hide like that. But I also spent a lot of time digging for resources too. This is years and years ago. I hadn't done that forever. Seem to be surrounded by places I don't want to be. This place specifically. There's nothing here except that slime. Hey, stop it. So, I'm not going that way. This is a very large warp forest. This is probably the biggest warp forest I've seen. Yeah, this looks a little interesting. I still don't see what I'm after. Nope, even in all the fog. No fortress. I might find one in here eventually. I think I'm gonna have to probably dig through the wall just to find some other biome. Or tiptoe around the edge. Ugh, no tiptoeing in that. Nothing but lava. Alright. I brought a lot of iron with me, so I might be able to do this. Might take a while. So peeps, while I'm digging my enormous hole, how you guys doing? I'm actually still getting used to making YouTube videos again. I recorded for about 2 hours earlier today. I was in Minecraft. It was oxygen not included. And I pretty much went until my voice felt like it was worn out. I'm starting to get there now. So even speaking it's kind of like a muscle. You gotta exercise it. And I'm out of practice of making videos all the time, so I'll have to practice it. So I might have some more pauses between thoughts. Feel like Androcon finishes a sentence 30 seconds later. Androcon starts a new one. I don't know. I might go this way. I might go that way. I might go that way. I think I'm gonna go straight and figure it out from there. I hope I don't get a bunch of slimy friends coming to join me. Looks like they're going to try. So what do you guys think of the new woods? This particular color wood? I really like it. This particular area is just full of my favorite colors. I really like the blues and the blue-greens and the purples that go with it. Very nice. This is probably my favorite biome that they've added to Minecraft. In a way. It doesn't necessarily have a lot of content, but the way it looks, I really, really like. Let's see. What else is there to talk about today? We're talking about my dinner. We've talked about the music, which is excellent, by the way. I guess we could talk about the weather. It's cold outside. Considering it's December right now, that's to be expected. It's cold outside. We did have one big snow. Not super recently, but what was that? Right after Thanksgiving or something? So within the last couple weeks. And we actually got, I think, 2 inches, which was pretty good for this area. That was pretty nice. My wife was super excited. She loves the snow. Hey, let's see if I can butcher this name. Zach P97. I think I managed to not butcher it. It's a miracle. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I've been gone a long time. Hey, hard to navigate. I also managed to forget what I was talking about. Oh good, I did get your name right. I think that's the first name I've managed to get right on the first try in a very long time. And most of the time when I play Minecraft, I tend to go after small and medium builds. I haven't really done too many big builds, ones that take days and days to finish it. Occasionally I do, but not very often. If I do, it's usually like a big house, where I have a good reason to put something big in it. I suppose the last large build I did was a large pyramid that was a house. And the reason why it was so big is specifically because I wanted a storage system, an automatic storage system in it. And that took me a while to make. It takes a lot of iron. But I managed to make one. It was a lot of fun. I really like doing a lot of redstone with things. And that was the first time I ever made a auto sorting system. And I really liked it because I had a whole bunch of water streams to move all of the items around. And it turned out really good. I always liked making water streams and things. A long time ago, I ended up making a fountain. It was a very pretty decorative fountain. It was huge. And it just took one water source block and broke it up and poured out water all over the place from it. And it was rather pretty. But that was like back when I first started playing Minecraft. But I like playing with water streams and things. And then, anyway, with the that particular pyramid house, I'd filled it with a whole bunch of redstone things. We had 4 huge redstone doors. Let's see, how big were they? I don't remember if they're 3x3s or 4x4s or 5x5s. I might have stuck 5x5s in there. One of them was specifically meant to be as fast as I could make one, which honestly wasn't my design. I took somebody else's design and did it. And that was just the main entrance that I used all the time. The other ones I made smaller, more compact versions. They were easier to build. But I just wanted one really fast entrance, because I was using it a lot. Not going that way. Sometime I'll have to dig up that save file. It's, I think it's on this computer, but not this particular installation. It was on a previous Linux installation, which I still have on this computer on a different hard drive, so I should be able to get it. Also on that is the 2 redstone computers, because I made those around the same time. I tell you what, redstone computing, difficult subject matter. Fun for me to play with. I like doing it. I made 2 redstone computers completely from scratch. Well, no, one's completely from scratch. The other one, the computer was my design, but the components were not. The second one, absolutely everything was my design. Clear down to the components. I'd sat like a week just playing around trying to make the different types of RAM and the different, let's see, the actual processor end of it before I went and put it together. I could get some of this. Oh, my wife said we were talking about snow. She likes snow so much. We hadn't had much of that yet. Supposedly we're going to have a more rough winter here than we usually have. And that would be nice. I'm fine with that. At my house, I got a fireplace, a wood-burning fireplace. I've still got a decent amount of firewood that I haven't burnt. And I could use that up. Besides, it's really nice to just sit by the fire and watch it burn, tend it every now and then. Really relaxing. And there's one thing I like to do. I'm very good at relaxing. Computer in a computer. Yeah. I suppose I could talk a little bit more about redstone computing. It's literally just taking redstone and doing binary with it. Like, you can make a bunch of logic gates, AND gates, OR gates, NOTs, and things like that, just like regular electronics. But if you are able to make an AND gate, an OR gate, a NOT gate, I think so, those were what you need. Or if it was XORs, I think you were able to just take some of the ANDs, ORs, and NOTs, and you could make XORs. And if you're able to make XOR gates, you could make anything. Literally, I think it was the either an XAND or XORs. I think it was XAND, which is basically you got two signals, a left signal and a right signal. If they're both on, your AND would trip, so it would send out one signal through the AND gate, and then it would invert that. So you'd have an inversion of an AND gate, and that's your XOR. If you have those, I think you're able to make a processor. There was a processor that sent Apollo to the moon, made out of nothing but, I think it was XAND gates. But it was a very complicated thing. I had to go and study. I just went on Wikipedia and studied logic gates for a while, and then a little bit of studying on old processors. There was a 4-bit processor I kind of modeled after. Really basic for the most part. And I just started building once I learned how to make the parts. Like, you gotta be able to make some memory storage, and you're able to do some basic math in binary, and that's your very beginnings of a computer. And then you gotta put the whole thing together too, until I had to come up with an entire kind of like a basic programming language for it. In a way, I was just telling the computer, hey, put this in the memory address here, take what's in the memory address and add it to whatever's in this other memory address. Things like that. Oh, I don't want that. Very complicated it ended up being, but just like with regular programming, it's just you take it one step at a time. You figure out how to do one piece, and you don't really have to do it again. You just make the one piece at a time, and then you go on to make some other piece. But I spent like an entire month doing it. It was a lot of fun. Very difficult. But, you know, I'm no stranger to doing the hard stuff, it seems. I like to play a lot of hard games, too. I used to play Dwarf Fortress. Now, Dwarf Fortress actually has got some interesting things going on right now. They're going to be making a Steam version. Official Steam version with graphics, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when that's going to be out, but every now and then the developer of Dwarf Fortress will put out a post on his website or in a blog, and he'll just oh sweet, he'll talk about his progress. He tends to put out weekly and sometimes even daily updates on what he's making. That's pretty cool. Alright, I suppose this will work. Hopefully I can find a chest with something worth something in here. So you'd like to see me play Dwarf Fortress, huh? Well, fortunately, as soon as that Steam version releases, I'm going to go play it. And I'm going to make videos on it too. I used to play that game a lot. Typically, the reason why a fortress ends for me had been, at least in the past, because I got bored of it. I typically didn't have the fortresses die from anything. Now, occasionally I'd screw up bad enough, and they would, but rare. Sometimes your dragon just comes out of nowhere, and you don't have a roof on your fortress, and then everything goes to hell. Yeah, they fly into your booze stockpile, breathe a little bit of fire, and then your entire booze stockpile goes off like a nuclear bomb. So there's some interesting mechanics in Dwarf Fortress. And the last time I played, I specifically made a trap based off of exploding booze stockpiles. I figured a dragon was going to come. Like, I specifically spawned in an area that had a dragon listed as its like biggest, hardest enemy. And I made a decent fortress, and I prepared it so I could trap a dragon in it. And I did. I managed to fully trap that dragon. And then I went and built a long hallway and stocked the whole thing with booze. And I put the dragon in a particular place and in a particular way to where I could get him out of the cage I'd trapped him in anytime any invaders came by. And he would breathe fire on the invaders, kill them off by igniting the entire booze stockpile. And it was a long hallway too, so I mean the whole thing would just explode and just rip everything to shreds. It was pretty cool. And then I could close the dragon back into its caged off area. But it was really cool because you could take huge enemies like that and use them as kind of like pets. I mean, yeah, they were still super dangerous and you had to handle them a certain way. But sometimes I'd take like a bronze colossus or something and I'd be able to trap it in a room. And if a goblin siege came by, I just let it loose and it would go wreck the goblin siege for me. And I didn't have to fight them myself. And then when it was done, killing them all off, I would re-trap it. Just with a little bit of clever design. So that game is kind of crazy, all the neat stuff you can do in it. I love playing with the mechanics of that game. There was things you could make like in my favorite fortress that I had, there was a particular thing I set out to do. I wanted to make a fortress made out of glass in the ocean. Are these guys mad at me? I think they're mad at me. Not only that, I don't remember seeing these guys in black before. I got that. Well, I guess I don't need this here. I don't know if those guys are going to want to trade or not. So anyway, I was making a fortress completely made out of glass in the ocean. I started out on a shoreline, and in order to get the bottom 2 or 3 layers, I had to cast the bottom 2 or 3 layers of the, like, basically the foundation of the castle into the ocean with lava. It would make obsidian and give me my foundation. Otherwise, there wasn't much else to do. I mean, to some extent, I could drain the ocean in the local area, but not completely. So I had to have a way to get a ton of lava up to the surface. And at the time, there was really only 2 easy ways to do it. You could make something called a lava piston. Later on, not immediately, but later on, there was another way to do it with minecarts. But the version I initially played on, you couldn't. They later added minecarts. So what I built was a lava piston. It was kind of a game exploit. You could pig line or hostile unless you're holding gold. That's weird. The black ones? I'd never seen the black ones before. There's really nothing down here either. So anyway, I used a game exploit to make a lava piston. Basically, the way that works is if you dump something into lava in Dwarf Fortress, the lava teleports to on top of the block. Well, a lava piston, you typically drop a pillar 100 or so, or even more blocks tall into the lava, onto a solid ground, and it would teleport all the lava that you just squished on top of the piston. So you could teleport like 100 blocks, well, you might be able to get 30 blocks of lava that way at once, depending on how big your piston was. You could get a ton of lava close to the surface slowly with the strange lava piston contraption. Of course, you'd have to find a solid bit of stone that went clear through your entire landmass all the way to the bottom of the entire map. A little bit tough, but it wasn't too bad. And then there was a way to make it renewable. You could cast, well, you'd suck all the lava off the top of the lava piston, and then you would put that in a separate reservoir. I ended up having like a water tower full of lava. And then you could cast some obsidian on top of the piston, mine out the bottom of it, hold the whole thing up with like a pillar that you could hook up to a lever and drop, and then flood the bottom of the area with lava again and drop it again, and you could have a reusable lava piston. And other people, well, had done that kind of thing in the past and made moats and stuff. I ended up making a huge system above the ocean just for casting obsidian into the ocean water and using it as a foundation for a castle in the ocean. That was some serious engineering. And it was fun and neat to do. It took me a long time. I probably worked on that entire map for several months. But then later on, I kept playing Dwarf Fortress, and I realized after I had built the castle that you couldn't grow crops in the ocean biome at all. Like, even if you made your own farmland, dropped your own soil somewhere, they just won't grow. Like, you cannot grow. Well, you couldn't place the farm. You couldn't place farms in an ocean biome at all. So I ended up not using that particular castle, even after I completely built the thing. And it was elaborate. I had a whole bunch of traps in it and stuff too, so I could easily take care of any invasions. But I was playing on a map that had every resource type, and it was super rich in all things, like all the metals, like gold and stuff. I ended up building a second castle on that map, mostly out of gold, and it was so super rich. I ended up getting the monarch to come over from the entire civilization, ended up living there. It was a really neat looking castle too. It was modeled after a beehive in a way. Like, it had a whole bunch of hexagons. I actually still have pictures of that. Of course, the save game is long since lost. I couldn't even tell you what year it was when I played that and did that. I have no idea. Speaking of no ideas, I have no idea where I'm at. Only 800 blocks out. The portal is approximately 0, 0. And food is going to be a problem. I got 5 cooked pork chops. Our food options here are pork, if I can find any. Of course, those are very difficult and dangerous to fight, but I got enough shield to do it. Fungus, which, yeah, I can do that. I think that's all my options. So if I manage to see some walking, breathing pork chops around here, I might have to go after them. Yeah, this is a big forest here. Alright, Robert, Jack. I gotta catch up on comments. Robert Jackovals. Hey, welcome. Hello, Badash. Thanks for the content. You were the one who got me into Minecraft with one of your first modded SMPS, the one with the pyramid. Wow, that's a long time ago. Keep up the good work, he says. Thank you very much. I could probably use some words of encouragement on occasion. At least for now. Alright, this is what I wanted. A couple of these guys. Oh, that's why they're difficult. Well, come on. I had my shield out. No fair. I still had my shield out. He's gonna kill me. Sweet. Here's another one. Well, maybe he'll take care of it. You very well may. Hey. Hold on. Problem with this is my pork chops might go bye-bye. The hitbox on this thing is a bit difficult. Hey, they lived. Yeah, that's a good fun fact. 1/4 of a second. Huh. For the shield to work. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to temporarily dig myself a little house. More like a safe spot. So I can cook up some dinner here. Ooh. Okay, I have just enough for a furnace. Also, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom, like, really soon. I need that. So I think I'm gonna use the bathroom while I cook up some dinner here. Pork chop, 1 piece of coal, 1 bit of privacy. Well, quick break while I use the can. I'll tell you what, I feel about 1 liter lighter. Stay hydrated out there. I think I'll have a pork chop. Should heal me better. And I might spend a little bit of time getting hold of some more pork chops. But, I kind of need to get rid of some junk too. I don't need all this. I could probably use these. Some butter. Alright. Fortunately, we got more dinner on legs sitting around, but I just need to make sure I'm in a position where I'm not going to go flying into lava. I don't think these guys will trade me food. Like, I don't remember. I don't remember them giving food for a trade. They will give me leather. I can get leather this way if I want it. That's 3 pork chops off of 1 pig. That's pretty good. Well, there's a lot of these guys out here today. Wow, piles of them. They're interested in me for sure. And I have a friend. Friend didn't win. What the heck are you doing? Come here. Whoa! Stop kicking my butt. Whoa! It's not a safe place to fight. That one just spawned into existence. No, I think he was getting shot. Oh, he won. Or he's still fighting. Well then. I'm dead. Well, that's one quick and easy way to get back home, I tell you what. And home we are. Let's see. Did I have anything important I couldn't live without? Not in particular. I had 1 golden apple, but I still have 1 more. And I was very unsuccessful at finding that nether fortress. So... Ouch. Well, I didn't lose anything I couldn't live without. Though it was quite a loss. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's see, how long have I been doing this? It has been 2 hours. Well, that's pretty good. That plus all the other recording I did today, that's plenty enough. I need to give my voice a break before I wake up sore tomorrow. So, the plan is, I'm thinking Sunday. I'm probably gonna, no, actually, I might even do it Saturday and Sunday. I'm probably gonna stream some more of this and make more videos. I'm gonna have a video up on YouTube every day this particular week. Today is the 9th of December. So I have 4 videos ready to go. One I already published today, oxygen not included. I got 3 more done. I'm going to have one of those up the next 3 days. And I'm going to record more of those on Sunday, and I'll probably stream some more on Sunday, or Saturday, I mean, and Sunday. So that's it for today. I guess I'll catch you guys next time. Hopefully, I hope you enjoyed the music. Should have been a good time. And hopefully, I won't go hopping in lava. Oh, who am I kidding? It's the Nether. I'm made out of wood. I'm guaranteed to burn. It's just the way it goes. Well, I'll catch you later. Thanks for